everybody, Carmen LaPonte here with Quality Sewing and Vacuum. Welcome to our holiday open house. I am really excited for you to watch the fun video series that we have put together for you. Every single store has worked hard to come up with something fun and exciting. We know that this holiday open house is different than any holiday open house we have had before, but we still wanted to make sure and take some time and thank each of you for your business this year and for supporting us, and also just to spread some holiday cheer. So I'm excited to announce that we even brought down Paul Santa Claus here from the North Pole.
Ho, ho, ho! Hi, everybody. Welcome. Just want to tell you a little story about, first off, the most important thing is we're here to thank you for your business. You've been a wonderful support this year with all the tough times that we've all gone through together. We really felt the support of our customers, and it's really a sincere thank you from me and my family and the rest of our family who don't work directly in the business. But I want to tell you a little sewing story about the suit I'm wearing. This is a Santa suit that my wife made in 1980 when this young lady was 1 year old, because that young Paul decided that he needed to have a Santa suit if he was going to have kids. And so for many, many years now, the suit has come out once a year, and she sat on my lap, my son Michael sat on my lap, all of our grandkids have sat on my lap as Santa, and it's a tradition that when we get together, Santa comes and we get some weird questions. As the kids get older, her son Jackson, a year or two ago, said, "Santa, how come you're never," she said, you said, "Grandpa, how come you're never there when Santa shows up?" So they had figured it out, but my wife says that she tells the grandkids, she says, you have to believe to receive. So that's kind of the fun thing that we do as a family. But my wife made this Santa suit, she made it on a treadle sewing machine. And why she made it on a treadle sewing machine was because the only sewing machine we had at the time. In 1980, I was a service manager for Singer, in the Seattle area, and I had found a lightly used treadle sewing machine, and I had refurbished it as a gift for her, and she made it. So you'll find if you looked at the way this is constructed, there are no buttonholes because she didn't have a buttonhole maker. So they're simply snaps on the front, and but it was put together with love, and it's held up all these years. So it's a fun family tradition that we have. And another tradition we have is our So Fun open houses, which I know a lot of you have been to. We can't host them in person, but we hope you'll enjoy our video. And here's my son Michael to tell you a little bit about our food drive.
Hi everyone. Well, I'm really sad I can't see everyone. I've always enjoyed the last couple of years seeing so many faces around the stores, and so I'm going to miss seeing you in person. But one thing we've done for a number of years, how many years have we done this food drive now? Has it been?
It's been 10 years.
At least 10 years. We've done a food drive for Northwest Harvest, and so what you can do is bring in your food items. We put it in these big bins, and we actually match the food drive dollar for dollar at the end of the open houses. And so you can bring in canned food, you can bring in cash donations. Every dollar we receive, again, we match dollar for dollar, and it goes to a great cause for a food bank in our area. And so please still come by the stores and drop those off. I think this year people are in more need than ever. And I just want to thank you for your business this year and all the years leading into this year. We wouldn't be here without you, and hopefully by next year at this time we can all get together and have a party again. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you around the stores.
So Merry Christmas everyone, and Happy Holidays from the LaPonte family. Thank you.
Hi. I'm going to bet that I'm not a familiar face to very many of you, but I've actually been with Quality Sewing for about 26 years, and I started managing this program 25 years ago, so I'm very, very familiar with So Fun. My name is Lori Kendall, and I miss seeing many of you as I pop into stores. This has been a challenging year for all of us, and we've been really trying to be creative in bringing to you some inspiration and ideas to keep you sewing and happy during these challenging times. I have to tell you from my heart that I am so immensely proud of our program. It is one of a kind, unique to the United States, and I've got a team of educators that are second to none. They are diversely talented in a lot of different aspects of sewing. They love to sew, they love to quilt, they love to embroider, and they really truly love to share with you, our customers, their ideas, their techniques, and help you be inspired and maybe challenge yourself to learn something new. Obviously, those of you that are our regular customers, you know this isn't like our typical open house. We had to punt, and we felt that one of the best ways we could do this is to bring you a multitude of project ideas. Some of them are fast, some of them are a little bit longer in duration. Some of them you can get done for this year, but you can always get started on your projects for next year. So we're putting together a video. It won't be live, but you'll be able to see almost all of our educators. You're going to get to see people from all of our stores saying hello and wishing you a happy holiday season. So I'm going to invite you to sit back, enjoy, and get ready to get some new ideas going. Let's just hope that 2021 brings us lots of great health and an opportunity to get back to normal. I do want to mention that we are going to continue with our holiday food drive this year. It's, I think, this year probably even more important than in years past. There's always a need, but this year I think the need is even greater. If you have the ability, we would invite you to bring in your non-perishable food items to any of our stores, or bring in cash as a donation, or write a check to Northwest Harvest. We will turn all that around and give it to Northwest Harvest, which covers our entire area and gives the needed source to those areas that need it the most. You will get an entry fee into a donation. At each of our stores, we're going to get 3 door prizes. Those stores will choose from those of you that bring things in, and you have an opportunity for a door prize there. The LaPonte family very generously every year matches your donations, so that if you're donating $5, you're really donating 10. And how wonderful is that? The nice thing with the cash is Northwest Harvest knows what they need, and they provide that with that money. But whatever you can do, it's wonderful. We appreciate it, and thank you very, very much. I'm going to start with a variety of different projects. The first one is called the Holly Jolly Greeting Cards, which is this CD. These are just absolutely incredible. We got some great opportunities with this. This retails for $74.99, and with your discount, the cost is going to be just $19.99. There are actually 25 designs on this CD. They all need a hoop that is 5 by 7, and some of them are a little bit larger. Some of there's 10 designs that are 5 by 7, 5 that are 6 1/4 by 4 5/8. And then there's some very, very small ones. I'm going to show you a couple of them. I should also include that the CD has very, very thorough instructions. And I like it because their verbiage is very clear and concise, but they also have fabulous photos. So those of you that learn more by looking than reading, you both are going to have the great opportunity. There's also SVG files in here. So any of you that have a cutting machine can take this, run it through your Scan and Cut or others, and cut out the appliques. This is one sample of one of the cards on the 5 by 7, as is this one. I will freely admit I didn't have actual cards at home. I did have cardstock. At some point you're going to see Lana's idea, and she's got a great one on creating your own cards. But this would be the applique here. You just cut it down. It's the stitch out so fast. And this, obviously, you're cutting out just the fabric rectangle here and then the stitches. I just backed it with more cardstock with the idea that this could be a nice little addition to a gift or whatever you would like. This is one of the smaller ones. This is the 4 5/8 by 6 1/4. But also included in there are these little small ones. And these are individual designs designed to go on the back of an envelope. But I was thinking these would be perfect if you're making little gift tags, to put a little embroidery in the corner and make it very personalized. This is a photo from inside the directions, giving you some ideas of additional ways to use this cardstock. For example, stitching out this design, but putting on a bigger card so it actually has a frame. But there's some great, great ideas in there, and OESD is fabulous for their thoroughness in their instruction. I'm going to move to a different design set now. This is by Lunchbox Quilts. This is called Hanging with the Holidays. And it's a fun project. It turns out to be 31 by 40 inches. It goes together very, very easily and very quickly. And the amazing thing for me was, other than this background fabric, all of this fabric came from my resource center. So I'm going to encourage you to keep building that resource center, because it really comes invaluable when you come to these types of opportunities. This particular pattern also comes with a Halloween option, with a witch's hat. And you're just stitching out the words for the witch's hat. It's eek, boo, witch, spooky, beware, and happy Halloween. So you're getting a 2-for-1 with this opportunity. This particular design set retails at $50. And obviously with your discount, it will be a little bit less than that. But this goes together very, very well. Angie, the designer of this, again, has very, very thorough instructions. When you buy this design set, and I'm sorry I don't have the whole pattern with me, you're going to get a code, so you can download these designs directly to a USB stick to put into your machine, or you're also getting a CD to use as a backup. So whichever works best for you. Another one we've got here is Holly Jolly Ornaments and Accents, which is this guy. And you can see on the back, there's lots and lots of embroidery designs in here. Some of these are for 5x7. Others will need an 8x10 inch hoop. And there's one or two that actually will need up to a 12-inch hoop or larger. But I didn't make all of them, or I'd still be sitting at my sewing machine, which is never a bad thing. These all have freestanding lace on them in one form or another. I particularly love these little snowflakes. There's 3 snowflakes very similar to this, and these are all sewn out on water-soluble stabilizer. When you're done, what you want to do is rinse out the stabilizer so you see the holes, but don't rinse it all the way out. It gives it the stability to stand upright and be nice and firm as it's pictured. This is another one. This is a tree. And of course, if you can't tell by my sweater, I do like things that glitter and sparkle. So I did add some stones to this one. And yet another one with a metallic lace on the outside edge to look like an ornament. I have some Aurora Borealis stones on this side. And on this side, I just took some studs. But these are all hot fix. But how easy is that? Again, I see these as a great little addition to a package, a little keepsake to keep forever. And so wonderful with that. The tree. In the package, there are 3 different styles of tree and 3 different sizes. This is just one of them. This is the medium size. I'll hold this up to kind of get a perspective of how different it is in size. The taller one is going to be about here, and then the smaller one down here. What's unique about these? You stitch them out in 2 sections. So when the holidays are done, you stack them apart, put them away flat. You don't have to worry about it. To put them together, one part is open at the base, one part at the top, and you simply slide them in together. If by chance with this you happen to remove too much of the stabilizer and they get floppy, you can take some of the excess stabilizer that you've maybe thrown in the garbage, dilute it with a little bit of water, and then just re-dip a corner in, or a small paintbrush, and let it harden so that it has nice stability. I looked at this, however, and thought holidays, but then I thought, ooh, what about pastels for spring, or red, white, and blue for the 4th of July, or beautifully done in fall colors. So this is very versatile for the rest of the year as well. Again, the price on this CD is $74.99, but with a special discount we've got for these, it's only $19.99. So it's incredible pricing on this. Also in here, I don't know if you remember seeing on the back, but there's a freestanding bird. Excuse me, that's the wrong one. There's a freestanding bird, there's a poinsettia, there's Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and an elf, and some other 3-dimensional lace pieces. So it's very, very versatile. I mentioned that you do have SVG files in there, but in the written verbiage of instructions, there are also full-size templates you can print out if you don't have a cutting machine. This is done so that it is regular. Now, obviously, the tree is not going to make any difference if it's mirror imaged, but some of these designs could be different. So it has regular applique and also the mirror image if you need to use it that way. So all of those are available for you. The last embroidery design set that I'm going to share with you is Holly Jolly. This one is a total of 35 embroidery designs. Most of them are perfect for a 5x7, but some of them do need a 10x11. And here are some of the additional designs that are on the back of this. Some of the samples, these were actually done by one of our co-workers, Linda Curtis. How beautiful is that for a pillow? It's just, I just love it. The most wonderful time of the year. I just adore the sentiment. And then this one, too cute. Beautiful on pillows, but think about this on an apron, on a tote bag. It's kind of big for a t-shirt, but you could certainly do it on the back of a jacket. A lot of opportunities, and the stitching is flawless. It's just absolutely incredible. This is another design set from the embroidery CD that I stitched out on an apron. I did back this with a cutaway stabilizer because no one's going to see the back of it. And what I did for the pockets, I just wanted to add a little bit of color. I unpicked the very top, and then I used a product that I have in my resource center, and it's something haven't brought in for many, many years. I don't know that it's even still available. You could use any kind of a small bias, but this is a fusible bias, and I just fused it in place, then top stitched with a decorative stitch using the same color thread up here, and then I restitched the pocket all the way around with that same thread, so it had a bit of unity to it. This is another one from that design set, where I just took one design, mirror imaged it, stitched it out, added crystals because we need bling, and made a small little pillow for it. Obviously we have a lot of pillows. This is an ornament. The actual embroidery size is just that red and white piece in the center, but I made it a little bit larger, added some studs around the outside, put it into a small embroidery hoop, and added some silver rickrack just to make it a decorative and pretty. But my favorite one is this piece. Another incredibly beautiful and simplistic embroidery design. Had I been able to find an 8x8 frame would have been perfect. I couldn't find it, so instead I found some really pretty black ribbon, put it along the top, put it into an 8x10. This is stitched out on cork, one of the corks that we had last month in So Fun. And then I added some crystals to add some sparkle. I love the simplicity of it. I just thought it turned out just absolutely beautiful. I don't have any information of these, but they're beautiful behind me, so I want to share them with you. This is another OESD design, and it's called Enchanted Santa. Our stores should have this available for you. I believe the CD number is 80316, and it's just beautiful. If you've never made a tile scene, they can take a little while, but here is, let's see if I can, right here is one section. So you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 4, so there's about 32 sections to stitch this one out. And this one is Merry and Bright, and it is CD number 90009. In the CD with this one, it has this traditional red, white, and green coloration, but there's also a beautiful one that's all done in silvers and golds. Because the density of these designs are much less, this is going to stitch out more quickly, just depending on which scene you like, but they're both beautiful, all by OESD. You know, I think I can hear you. Every one of you out there think, what about door prizes? Never fear, we've got you covered. Obviously, this is not a live presentation. We have recorded this for you. For those of you that are local, you can definitely enter into a door prize situation with your donation to Northwest Harvest. However, those of you that would like to have the opportunity for a door prize, we're actually going to have at least 30 door prizes for this presentation. It's a little more than normal, but our open houses, we've always had lots more than normal. So all you need to do is like, share, or comment on this presentation. Wednesday the 16th of December is going to be our cutoff time for either liking, sharing, or commenting at noon Pacific Standard Time, because remember, we are in the greater Seattle area. So those of you that are on the East Coast or in Hawaii, you need to keep that in mind. But December 16th, Wednesday, make one of those opportunities for yourself to share, like, or comment, and we will be drawing some names for the at least 30, it might be a little bit higher, it just depends, door prizes. This has been an incredible year for us, and I really truly want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for sharing time, your very valuable and precious time, with us. We so adore our customers, and that's not said lightly. We really do love each and every one of you. We thank you very much for the time you take, for continuing to support us, and we love seeing your projects, as you know. We hope we have been able to provide for you some great inspiration and ideas for upcoming and future projects. Thank you again very much, and have a wonderful holiday season.
A month before Christmas, when all through the store not a creature was stirring, except our sewing machines have been whirring, and us elves have been busy with sewing some holiday cheer. New things, some old things, but mostly finishing up some holiday UFOs we started last year. We appreciate seeing your So Fun show and tells, and we have a few to share with you here at the end of this year. Stop in and see us. We are here for you. We appreciate all that you do. We miss having our So Fun time in the store. Look forward to things changing sometime next year. I'd love for you to meet our Bellevue crew. We have Nancy and Shelley and Matt and Cheryl, and I'm Kathy, the store manager here at the Bellevue store. So now we're going to share a little bit of things that we love.
So, Christmas is a wonderful time for gingerbread. And this year, instead of baking cookies because we can't share with anybody, I did something very different. I made gingerbread houses from OESD, gingerbread ornaments, and a gingerbread placemat, table runner, or pillow, whatever you want. So we will have gingerbread at my house all year long.
And I'm Shelley, and I would love for you to come in and look at our new fabric selection. It's one of the brightest, happiest corners right now in our store, so I'd love to have you come in and enjoy the fabrics with us.
And I think gift cards are a wonderful thing for all of your loved ones this time of year.
And my new favorite project is this adorable truck with the Santa Claus attached.
Happy holidays from all of us from Bellevue store.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever you choose to celebrate during this time of year. Really appreciate you being here. I'm Lana Jones, and I work for Quality Sewing. I also digitize designs for my website, bluebunnyhollow.com. And I have put together a great little package for you of designs. The designs, if you bought them separately, would be over $100. But I'm doing a special for the holiday, which is $29.99. And when you take the So Fun discount off of that, it's $24. There are over 108 designs. If you include the sizes, there's 170 designs in the collection, and that would make them about 14 cents each. I have designs for Christmas, I have designs for gifts, all types of stuff. So everything is covered in this collection. For those of you who are regular purchasers on my website, these have not been listed there, so you will not have any doubles. So don't worry about buying it and having doubles, because that won't happen. I'm going to start with items that are just for gifts. There's no Christmas on them, they're just for gifts. And the first one I want to start with is Collect Moments. This is a great design with Mylar, and it comes in 2 sizes. And I did a burrito style finish on the end. And if you're not sure how to do a burrito style finish to add fabric, there's plenty of instructions on the internet to show you. But with the Mylar, I don't know if you can see that in the video, it makes it so extremely sparkly and would be a great hostess gift or a gift for anybody moving into a new home or apartment. I've also done a collection of delicate fruits and vegetables. And there's Mylar in here as well, and hopefully you can see the sparkly. And the lettering and the design are separate. So you can put the lettering in any way you want and any style you want, and not at all if you don't want the words on there at all. So this is a collection of, I believe, 6 different fruit and 2 different sizes. This collection is called Construction Crew, and this is fun for the boys in your life. Honestly, it would be good for girls because when I was a little girl, my favorite toy was my little brother's Tonka truck. I played with that all the time, so maybe little girls would like this as well. So I put it on a t-shirt. I also made a little play quilt. You see the whole thing there? Okay. And what I did on the back was I drew a road and then I painted the road. So they have a little road to play on. And I should have used monofilament thread in the bobbin so you couldn't see the quilting, but I did use my Sashiko machine for the center line on the road. But I use a jacquard paint to paint it, a fabric paint, any type of fabric paint would work. So kids would have fun running their little Matchbox cars on that. Party Animals is another collection in there, and this is really fun because the applique that's on here, it looks like it's all stitches, but it's actually an applique, so it really saves stitches. There's a light fill over the applique, so it doesn't take as long to stitch. I have Mylar in the balloons. This is our little giraffe. There's 6 designs in here. Here's the little party elephant. And then I also made a couple bibs with the designs in the collection for our smaller little people in our home. When I do a t-shirt, just as quickly, I'll give you a quick rundown on how I do it. The thing with t-shirts is you can get a lot of puckering, and this t-shirt and all the t-shirts I'm going to be showing you have already been washed and dried, and you can see there's no puckering. I start out with using Terrial Magic on the t-shirt to stiffen the fabric. That's the secret. Once you stiffen the fabric with Terrial Magic, then you're going to get a beautiful stitch out. Stitch it out. I always press it with steams to set the stitches, and then I throw it in the washing machine. So that is a great way to do it, and I use no-show mesh stabilizer. Unicorn faces are another fun design I just absolutely adore. My little granddaughter loves unicorns. She is the unicorn expert, and I put it on a little tote bag. I did a unicorn on a t-shirt. And my little granddaughter, as many little girls do and little boys, love to cook. And she's always helping her mom in the kitchen. So I thought it would be fun to make her an apron and her own dish towel for when she cooks and put unicorns on it because that's just so Rilo. And I just love how that turned out. Now I'm going to go to the Christmas part of the collection. And the first thing I want to show you over here are the cards that I made. And the cards turn out and stitch beautifully. And I want to show you quickly. I'm just going to dash over here for 1 second. How I prepare the cardstock. This is a 12 by 12 piece of heavy cardstock. I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to score it every 4 inches. Okay? When I embroider it, I'm going to embroider it in the middle here. Okay? After I'm done embroidering it, I'm going to cut away as much stabilizer as I can because I don't want to glue to the stabilizer. I want to glue card to card. Okay? So then I can use several things. I can use glue, or I can use double-sided tape, or I can use fusible web, no steam, because that will warp the card. And then once I've got that in there, I'll fold this over, and now the inside of the card is covered and looks beautiful, and you don't see any of the back of the stitching or the stabilizer, and it looks great, and it's a great gift. You could also, before you glue it, put a little piece of paper underneath here with a saying or something that you glue in at the same time, and it just make a great little card to send to someone. Now, those of you who have been around So Fun a lot, and me at my classes, you know I love to stitch on wood, and this would not be Lana's collection without something stitched on wood, and I actually have several things stitched on wood. The first one is this cute little wall hanging. In the meadow, we can build a snowman. Okay? The plackets come from Amazon, and they come in a set of 2. They're already pre-cut, pre-drilled, rope and everything on there. And just a quick little change. For years I've taught to stitch this with heat away stabilizer, which still is, or heat away topper, which still is really good. But when I started doing this one with small little tiny designs, and the one I'll show you here in a minute, with small little tiny areas, the heat away is a little harder to rip out of these small areas. Now you're going to use a seam fix, and you will flick the seam fix against the stabilizer or topper, and that starts to rip it away. This works great to remove areas. Even an area like this would take it out easily. But in between some of these areas, that was difficult, and heat away is thicker than wash away. Now, I've always said don't use wash away for obvious reasons, okay? But because I was doing such intricate designs, I was really struggling getting the heat away out. So I decided I'm going to try wash away because it's thinner and it was easier to remove. And then I still had some stuck in these small areas. So what I did was I took a lightly damped paper towel, not a wet paper towel for obvious reasons, a lightly damp paper towel, and I just rubbed it across, and it removed all the excess stabilizer. So the wash away comes off easier and it removes easier. The heat away is thicker, so if you need that little bit of thickness under there for what you're doing, I would use that one. But both of them will work, and they both turn out fabulous. The Christmas blocks at the back here, you can see these 6 blocks. Those come in 3 sizes. I have used the 7-inch size on here. This is 8-inch balsa wood. You can't get that locally. Locally, you can get maybe 6 inches if you go to an airplane hobby store. At Hobby Lobby or Michael's, they only have 4-inch. So you have to order it online. And I go to nationalbalsa.com. Now, that information is in the instructions. Okay. And the mounting boards that I used, I got those from Amazon. They are painted, unfinished painting board panels. And they're 8 inches, and they just worked out perfect for this project. And I just think that is a great collection to decorate your home with. The cone Christmas tree looks like lace. It's stitched on organza. It is not freestanding lace, so don't stitch it all by itself because it will fall apart. So you have to have organza. Now there's 2 styles on here. One is with this little flourish across the bottom, and one has no flourish. And you could put hot fix stones, hot fix nail heads on this one. Here's the one with hot fix stones. And they just turn out super cute. And you can, oh, I have my lights, but I forgot my lights in my box back there. But anyway, you can put the little tea lights in here that, to brighten them up. And a couple things. This one I used Wash Away Stabilizer, Wet and Gone by Floriani. And it's going to be stiffer because you leave some of the stabilizer in when you wash it out. This one, I used a organza that has sparklies on it and no stabilizer. Organza is a very strong fabric, and you really don't need a stabilizer for this. So a couple things work out well. This one I have to wash and let dry. This one I don't. But you can see this one is more stable than this one. So it just depends on the look that you want. Okay. Now, this little section back here, that is a section of the design that you change out to a fusible thread. Floriani has a brand new fusible thread out called Press and Bond. Put that in your bobbin, and then you stitch this section, and then you remove this bobbin. Don't leave it in your machine, and then replace your regular bobbin and finish it. When you are done, and if you've washed it, wash it. Then you're going to put, if you have a pressing clapper that has a pressing board on it, you're going to stick that in there and press that closed and finish off your tree. So that worked out really, really well, and I love how it turned out, and they look really cute with the little tea lights in them. The Dazzling Snowman. Oh, this is one of my absolute favorites. These guys turned out so adorable. You see them pretty good in there, okay? And they are in two sizes. This is the smaller size. I don't have it any smaller than this because of all the intricate designs in there. If I went smaller, it would not probably stitch very well. So it's this size and a bigger size. Now, what's a couple things that are unique about this. Number one is the designs themselves. So there may be three things. The border is also a design that's on the collection, and this is a design that I've digitized to go with this. This particular flourish I created in my software, and it's actually in this guy's scarf. And I just made it bigger, and you stitch these out in blocks like this. And you can use these for borders, for binding, for accent colors, for masks. Can you see the mask back here? For a mask, you can use this however you want, because once it's embroidered, it's a piece of fabric. You can use it however you want to. The cool thing about this is you use the same thread here as you use in here. So it matches beautifully with your design, and you have a very unique design. Another thing I did with this is I decided I loved this without a binding. So I faced my quilt. And what facing is to stitch on fabric on the back. You can see my 4 pieces. There's a bunch of instructions on how to face a quilt. And I love this technique because it's so clean along the edge. So when I face it. Now, the one thing you can't do is you can't stitch in the ditch, because when you stitch in the ditch or stitch on the edge here, you will be stitching right into your project. So what I did was I did a blind hem. Now, I have to thank Candace Jewett. Those of you who know Candace Jewett know she is amazing, talented, beautiful. She's got everything, and she has some most cool ideas. A number of years ago, she was a Viking rep, and she came to our store and showed us how to do a perfect blind hem on your garments. And I just love the idea. And so I thought, I'm going to use that idea for the back of my quilt. So thank you, Candace, for that fabulous idea. And if you go back to the April YouTubes on Quality Sewing, I actually do a demo on how to do the blind hem on the back of a quilt. But basically, you're going to flip your quilt to the back like this, take your stitches and make them 2.0 width, 2.0 length approximately, and then you're going to blind hem right down this edge. It won't show on this side. You have your quilt faced. It looks perfect on this side and perfect on the front as well. So a great way to finish off a quilt. Okay, happy holidays. There are 6 designs. Here's 3 of them. I have a snowman where I use glittery fabric, and I put the burrito style finish on the end. I thought he turned out just adorable. This is an applique, a regular applique. There's no stitching over the top like I did on the construction crew. This one has mylar to make the glasses look like they're glass. And you're using monofilament thread in your needle, regular bobbin thread, and then monofilament thread to go around the outside so it looks like you have a real glass sitting on your project. And then this one, if you notice, there's very small lettering on here, and there's no puckering. This has been washed after it was embroidered. In order to get your dish towel to look really cool and no puckering, starch it first, wash it first, then starch it, then do your embroidery. Especially when you have small lettering, it won't pucker and it will look beautiful, and it will make a great gift. Merry Christmas is a really beautiful design, if I do say so myself. And I put it on this centerpiece or table or placemat. You can use it however you want to. I used gold Kingstar metallic thread, the absolute best metallic thread on the market. And we have it here. You can get it here at Quality Sewing. And I used, and can you see those, hot fixed gold pearls on the letters. Isn't that just stunning? I got the hot fixed gold pearls at Shipwreck Beads, okay? And then I also made a dish towel, which I probably think I might put the same fabric that's on the centerpiece on the bottom of this with a burrito style. Just thought that turned out beautiful. And then I also made a set of napkins. Now, the way I did the napkins is I made the napkins with a self-miter to the back, but I put the words on there sideways, just to be different, okay? So just a beautiful napkin for your holiday dinners. Now, I also have free motion quilt blocks, edge to edge free motion quilt blocks, although I didn't make them edge to edge, I made them totally square. And that is this table runner right here. Again, I use Kingstar Metallic silver thread, and there are 12 designs in this set, three different sizes. Okay, and those turned out absolutely beautiful with the metallic thread, and they stitch up in, depending on the speed of your machine, they stitch up in 7 minutes a piece, so super fast. There's also an in the hoop coaster that is in there. Okay, and you can see that it looks like it has binding, but that is faux binding on there. And when you're all done with this, all you're going to do is clip the corners, flip it right sides out, and your coaster is completely done in the hoop. So a very fun way to do that. There's a bonus collection in there. That's this collection right here. And if you notice, they are stitched on towels that have a nap. And so I have put what's called, everybody calls it a knockdown to hold down the nap. Well, in Blue Bunny Hollow Land, it's called a fluffle patch because fluffles are wild bunnies, and wild bunnies don't like the word knockdown. So we call it a fluffle patch. Okay, so it has a fluffle patch on here, and then the design is stitched over the top, and it makes it just look absolutely stunning. And here is one of the white ones. So yesterday, and it's a good thing I'm doing this today because I kept coming up with idea after idea after idea, and I decided to put gold mylar underneath the fluffle patch. I just thought that turned out stunning. Okay, mylar comes in all kinds of colors. I did neglect to show you one thing back here when I was talking about the blocks, is last month, Ann Allman and Gail did an amazing job on their So Fun. But Ann just knocked it out of the park in my head because when she did the corded, or the bowls, I went, oh, embroidering on bowls, how fabulous. So I took one of my designs and I stitched it in the center of a bowl. So thank you, Anne, for your inspiration. And I made mine square instead of round. And this design is very light fill, so it stitched out beautifully on the corded bowl. So I love that. Now my last collection here is the lights that are across the bottom here. And these are all the little ornaments here are all done in the hoop. Okay, there is, the words are believe, cheer, goodwill, holiday, Merry Christmas, joy, Noel, and peace. There is also a blank one so that you can put someone's name on it, either with your software or with your machine. Now the bow is attached while you're doing the design. So you just make a little bow, no knots or anything, put it on there and it stitches the bow on. I have used a Snap Source pearl snap to put this on, and it just snaps over. And if you're familiar with Snap Source, some of us had these because we have brought them into So Fun quite a while ago. We probably should do that again. These are super fun. Okay, so Snap Source has their little pieces that you put together, but you need this special piece right here if you're doing the pearl ones, because it has the little indent for the pearls. So once I have it all embroidered, the ribbon tacked down, this is done with felt. Okay, now just a quick little thing about felt is if you're using craft felt with which this is what it is craft felt. It's not as stable as wool felt. Wool felt has more substance. So when you're cutting out craft felt on your cutting mat, you want to keep a little ways away from the edge on craft felt because it will pull, because it's just not stable enough. If you're using wool felt, you can go closer to the edge. Also, I never stiffen my felt. Any felt, even my craft felt, I don't put anything in it. But the trick is when I put it on my mat, and I have very used mats. I have mats in all different varieties of use. And so I have brand new ones that are perfect for certain things. I have very, very, very used old ones cut up and stuff, and they have a purpose as well. But for the felt, I'm going to use my high-tack adhesive sheet on a mat. And believe me, my high-tack adhesive sheet has had felt on it many times, and it still works. When I put my felt piece on my mat, I'm going to use my marble rolling pin. Yes, from my kitchen. I don't use it in there anyway. So I'm going to use a marble rolling pin because the weight and the smoothness of the rolling pin attaches the felt to the fabric beautifully, and then I get a perfect cut. So I cut all of my ornaments out with my scan and cut. So that turned out just really, really fun. Okay, I believe that is all I have. Thank you so much for joining.
Would you like to share that your designs are going to be available on our website, and then there'll be an immediate download?
Oh, okay, thank you. I suppose I better do that. How do you get these designs, right? They will be on the Quality Sewing website. That is the only way you're going to be able to get it as a set. If you go to my website right now, they're not there, and they won't be there till later, and they'll be individual. So you're going to pay a lot of money if you buy them individually. So buy them from the Quality Sewing website, and once you pay your money, there'll be an immediate download from the Quality Sewing website. And remember, it is $29.99, but you get your Sew Fun discount, so it'll be $24. That's over $100 worth of designs for $24. Such a great deal for the holidays, and especially since a lot of us are home a lot now, you can get a lot of embroidery done. So thank you so much for joining us. Naomi is up next. I can't say that? Okay. So cut that part out. So I think that's it. That's all I have. So thank you so much.
Hi guys, this is Mary Beth from Quality Sewing up in Bellingham, wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We haven't seen some of you guys in a long time. The store has been redesigned, streamlined a little bit. We have some new people here, so feel free to come in and visit us. We kind of miss you, especially our Canadian customers who can't come down here right now, but the American ones can, so come on in and visit us. I just want you guys to know that the new FAF is coming out. We have the upgrade to turn the FAF into a ribbon embroidery machine. And if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to help you. It's one of my favorite machines. I'm going to hand you over here to Delinda.
Hi everyone, my name's Delinda. Been here at Quality Sewing for a few years and have gotten to know a lot of you. As you know, I enjoy sewing with my Berninas and talking about them, helping you out with any of your problems or anything. I think that we've got a great team here who will be able to help out too, so please stop in and see us soon. We miss you very much. This is Michelle.
Hi everybody, we came back to Bellingham, and I'd like to let you know if you have any issues or questions about software, I'd be more than happy to help you. Give me a call, reach out to me, or come in and say hi and ask questions. And we look forward to seeing you in the new year. And this is Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz, and I'm the new vacuum lead up here in Bellingham. We have lots of new machines to show you. Great for gift giving and for your holiday cleaning needs. This is Anna.
Hi there, I'm Anna. I'm the newest member here at Quality Sewing in Bellingham. And I just wanted to let you know that I don't know all of you customers, so if you want to come in and say hi, I'd really enjoy that. And this is Pam.
Hi everybody, I'm Pam. I am the new manager up here at the Bellingham store. I am so excited to be able to meet all of you, our Canadian customers and our American customers. Come in or give us a phone call. We'll be happy to help you. And remember, we have wonderful Christmas stocking stuffers, and we also have gift cards. So please, we miss you dearly. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays and welcome to the Everett Open House. As normal, we have a great spread for a break, but unfortunately due to COVID, we're gonna have to eat it all ourselves. As you can see, we've been paying very, very good attention to staying at home and sheltering in place and growing our COVID beards here in Everett, and it worked well with the holiday season. So I'm Jim, I'm the manager here. I've been here for a while. I really miss everyone. I appreciate the people that have been coming in. We are open. You do need to wear a mask and stay 6 feet apart. And we have a brand new store if you haven't seen it. It is huge. I'm getting tired walking from my desk back to the back room, back and forth all day long. It's that big. So come in and see it if you get a chance over the holidays. We do have candy out occasionally and all those other great Everett goodies. So I want to introduce my staff, and I'm going to start with my assistant manager, Kaylee.
Hi, I'm Kaylee. So as you can see, kind of around us, we have fabric at this store. So feel free to come in and check out our beautiful fabric that we have. We're always getting new ones in. We'd love to see you. Merry Christmas.
And then we have Faye, who's been with us for a long time.
Glad everybody's here watching us. Don't forget Anita Good. Come in and see some of the things that we've got going here. Unfortunately, there's no classes, but I'll be happy to help anybody one-on-one. I'm always here Monday, Tuesday, so come on in. Have a great holiday.
And then we have Carol.
Hi. I sure am missing seeing people, having them come in, and I just want to echo what Faye had to say about one-on-one. We are doing one-on-one time with you guys, and we'd love to schedule something with you.
And then we have Kate.
Hi everybody, I'm so glad to see you're all tuning in with us. But what we're really missing is all of your projects. So when you come in and visit us, bring your projects, but if you don't make it, take pictures and email them to us at everett@qualitysewing.com. So hope to see some of your beautiful projects.
And I'm just going to say one quick hello for the people that unfortunately could not make it tonight. Julie, Aaron, Patrick, and our new employee Jennifer, who you have to meet. She is a hoot, and everybody really enjoys her. So with that, I just want to wish everyone a warm and happy holiday season from the mighty Everett crew.
Merry Christmas!
Hi, I'm Naomi, and I'm also here with Quality Sewing, and this year is kind of a strange year, but we're trying to make the best of it, and let's jump in. So this year when I was asked to pick a product that would make a great holiday gift, I thought, okay, let's do something simple and quick that you could get done in a couple hours. So I picked this ugly Christmas sweater, and with this, you can make these adorable mug rugs. And here's the first little one, the second, and the third. But you can also not make a mug rug, and it comes in other formats. It comes in a embroidery only file, a mug rug embroidery, and an applique. It also comes with an SVG file. I also decided to turn it into an apron that you could wear with just the embroidery file. You could also do little towels, Christmas towels you could give as gifts. So this year, when you need to make a quick holiday gift, think about something fun and simple that you can make. And I want to thank everyone during this strange time in the world right now. And I hope you have a great holiday, and I hope to see you next year. Thank you.
Happy holidays from the Mount Vernon team. I'm Stephanie, I'm the store manager. We sure are missing you. So we decided to do something really special and fun since we can't see you at our holiday party like we normally do. The team made matching pajamas. Okay, so we all kind of did our own little flair on it, and I did mine with the scan and cut. Got myself a little SVG off of Etsy for $1.99. It says Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, because I love me some Home Alone. This is Bonnie. If you haven't met Bonnie yet, she's a new hire that we had in the last couple of months. Super fantastic, lots of fun. Bonnie, what'd you do with your shirt?
Well, I used the scan and cut and cut out my circles for my snowman, and then I used Wonder Under to seal them onto my shirt. Then I used the AccuQuilt Go die called Christmas Accessories to decorate the snowman. Then I used my Brother embroidery machine to make the matching snowflakes. And I used an applique technique on the same machine to do the snow in the front.
It's Luann.
Hi, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. So I constructed my baggy pajamas with my serger and of course the sewing machine. And then the t-shirt, I found this really cool ribbon and made it look like zigzag and sewed it all the way around and then on the cuffs.
Hi, Clint.
Hi. I didn't do anything for my shirt, but I did make pants.
You did make pants. This is pretty awesome. Thanks for making pants, Clint. So we have two Heidis now, and this is Heidi that is newer to the team. Hi Heidi, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Yes, so tell us about your experience making pants. Did you have fun?
I had fun. I used the serger for the first time, and I did nothing to my shirt. So yeah, you're lucky I have pants on. Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right, here comes the other Heidi. Come on down, Heidi. Hi, Heidi. Hi. Tell us about your shirt. Merry Christmas.
I had never used the Epic 2.
And so I decided to grab the ribbon embroidery and make a cap.
It's so cute. I love it. It's absolutely darling.
Me even jingles.
Next up is Ellen in her lovely vest.
I made my vest with my serger. I made my pants with my serger. And happy holidays, everybody.
Next up is Tim.
Oh boy, hope I can see.
Ho, ho, ho. This is Santa.
Ho, ho,
Don't
ho.
run into the thing there.
Hello.
Santa. Santa, everybody, tell me, am I getting a pony for Christmas, Santa?
You are.
Oh, yes.
Everybody gets whatever they want.
Oh, finding a way to say yes. I love
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Yes.
Santa just doesn't want to suffer from night blindness anymore.
Tim is our vac lead, and he didn't get a chance to make pants because he's been so busy with the vacuum department. So he was willing to dress up as Santa Claus, but he doesn't have glasses on, so let's hope he doesn't run into anything.
Here's hoping.
Thank you,
Nice to meet you.
Santa. All right, last but not least is our lovely Sarah Tucker. Hi, Sarah.
So I got to use my new Fuff icon to embroider, and I put cuffs on my shirt and made my pajama pants on my serger.
Fantastic.
It was fun, and now I have pajama pants.
Awesome.
And they fit.
And they fit.
Merry Christmas.
Happy
ho, ho,
ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Ann from Quality Sewing, and we're here today to show you some really fast and fun ideas for the holidays. So my presentation is a little bit of a collaboration between Charlotte and myself. Charlotte isn't with us today, and so I'm going to be showing some of the things that she made. I'm going to start out first by showing you something that can be made very quickly on your embroidery machine. These are all done in the hoop, and these are called holiday stars. And you can see that there are 5 different designs. You can use a 5x7 hoop. You can also use a larger hoop. If you use a 5x7 hoop, you can stitch 2 sections at a time. Each of the stars contain 3 sections, and this is what they will look like when you get them stitched out. It's all done in the hoop. You don't have to worry about anything. One of the things that they suggest, you'll hoop up some tearaway stabilizer in your hoop, and then you'll cut little rectangles of decor bond or some kind of a craft fusible interfacing. You'll put a little bit of fusible fusible spray on the non-fusible side, and once you stitch out the placement lines, you just stick that little piece of interfacing on, and then you're ready to go. And so you stitch them out. This actually happens to be my favorite design here, and I'm going to kind of show you and walk you through how these are put together. But first of all, I want to show you how beautiful they are. Charlotte and I have stitched out different fabrics. You can embellish them any way that you would like. I am a lover of fairy frost, and so I did some out of fairy frost, and I tried metallic thread on the fairy frost. I probably wouldn't do that again because it didn't work really well. So just if you want to use some metallic type fabric, just use regular embroidery thread. And as you can see, you can coordinate them any way that you would like. And so we've just got a nice little selection here. So once you get your sections stitched out here, you will have a center line here. You can see that they're open here, and you don't even have to worry about stitching that closed. But what you'll want to do is you'll want to put a hanger while it's open before you stitch the sections together. And I just used some pearl crown cotton. You can use, Charlotte used some ribbon, she used some braid right here. So anything that you want, you can go ahead and make the hanger out. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold these in half like this. And then you're going to stitch the center line on each of them. So they will all be folded together like this. And you've got your center, the one in the center has a little hanger on it. And then you're going to line them up and get them nice and even. And then you're going to hand stitch the bottom and you're going to hand stitch the top. And once you do that, you can fan, excuse me, I gotta do this. You can fan them out, and then I'll show you on this one. Once you fan them out, you're just going to hand stitch them together right here. Now they show you hand stitching all of this. You don't have to. All you have to do is just take a little tack here, a little tack here, a tack here, and you've got a beautiful star and just really fun. I like to make ornaments for my kids and my grandkids, and so I think this is going to be their ornament this year. So those are the holiday stars. If you're using, I think I did tell you that if you use a 5x7 hoop, you can stitch 2 sections out. If you use the larger hoop, you can get all 3 sections stitched out. Very, very fast and fun to do. So now we're going to move on to a fun project that Charlotte did. And this is from OESD, and it's called Holiday Cheer. And it has about 18 different designs. I know that it's hard to see the designs here, but Charlotte has stitched out some wonderful designs. First of all, this one's really fun, and look at how she coordinated the borders with the embroidery. And this one says, "It's not Christmas without cookies." Really fun. This is another one, a beautiful pine cone, and it almost looks like she used some metallic thread, but she didn't, because her thread is just very, very, it almost looks kind of glittery because of the threads that she chose there. I'm going to save my favorite for the last. This one is really fun. Kids would love this. You could stitch these on t-shirts and things like that, or bags for kids, pillowcases. Who doesn't love a little gingerbread man? This one is actually my favorite. I really love this one with the truck. They're not highly digitized, so they stitch out pretty fast. And so if my husband just bought a brand new red truck, and this would be perfect for our family. And here's a wonderful gingerbread house. And look at the fun fabric that she has chosen there for the border. Charlotte has a great way to do her borders. And what she does, I'm hoping that I can remember what she does, but she cuts off the end of the towel and then it's finished off on both sides. So it's a great way to do your borders. And then if you would like, you could make a fun little hanging, a fun little picture here with the designs. So it's really, really versatile. And who doesn't want to use their embroidery machine during the holidays? It makes things so much easier and faster. Okay, the last thing that I have to share with you today, these just take maybe 20 to 30 minutes to stitch, maybe 20 minutes to stitch out. But you know what? This is a 30-minute project. And I have already ordered me some of these because this is going to be my go-to Christmas present for my sisters-in-law, because it is so fast and so easy. So I'm going to step around here and show you the finished project. And all you have to do this is your stained glass, and this is from Stirrups and Stitches, and you just have to have the stained glass pattern, which is the black, and then you lay it over your batik if you want. I think the hardest thing that you're going to have when you do this is choosing your fabric, because there's so many different colors. Everybody has different holiday colors. One of my sisters-in-law lives in San Diego, and I thought this is perfect because it's kind of a beachy type theme, but it's also Christmas. So it is stained glass, and I'm going to show you there. Okay, put it in front of a window, and can you see how beautiful it is and how transparent it is? Translucent, actually. Just a really fun idea. And all you do, it's a laser cut, and it has your fusible on the back. So you just unroll it, and then to hang it, you put a dowel in it, and then you just press it, and you're good to go. So anyway, that's all I have to share with you. I want to just wish you all a wonderful holiday season. I know it's going to be different for everybody, but with all these fun projects, you can still use your creativity, and you can give presents to those that you love. And so I'm just hoping that you have a wonderful holiday season.
Oh, hi, you guys are here? Welcome to Kirkland. I just want to say that we really miss you guys. This last year, 2020, has been very, very hard on us with the COVID and everything that's going on. So we want to make sure that you're aware that we do miss you. We look forward to you. It's been such a challenge for me personally that I actually had to even get a much larger coffee cup. So I want to introduce my staff to you guys. First off, my assistant manager, Kate.
Hey there, I'm Kate. I'm hoping this holiday season finds you healthy and happy. We're here for you to shop in store or via the telephones, and we'd love to see you this holiday season.
Next up, everybody knows Diane.
I hope to see you for some of the holiday sales.
And last up, Miss Bernina herself, Pam. One of the newest items that we have is right here. We're really excited about this one right here. We have Skylar. Skylar is brand new to the company.
Hi there, I'm Skylar. I can't wait to meet y'all in person and get to know you better in the new year.
Thanks, you guys, and we look forward to seeing you. We miss you all. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're so excited to be here for this Christmas open house event that we're having. Something a little different this year, but thank you so much for the whole year. We so appreciate all of you. I want to introduce you to my little Christmas puppy. He's going to help us today. This is Teddy. Teddy came to me Saturday from Seattle Beagle Rescue, and he's going to eat my shirt. We have a gnome thing going, and he likes the little balls on this. Teddy came, Seattle Beagle Rescue is a foster to adopt, so they get their beagles in a lot of different places. And this guy, actually, I call him my celebrity puppy because he came to me from Villa Lobos in Louisiana. And if anybody does not know that name, it's also known as pit bulls and prolies. So anyway, this is my little Christmas puppy. So again, Teddy, and he's 12 weeks old, and he's a beagle mix. We do not know what the mix is, so it's going to be a surprise. So we're excited about that. I'm going to hand him off to Lori since he's insisting on eating my shirt. Thank you, Lori. You bet. And we are going to get started talking about some really fun projects. I have a gnome theme going this year at my house. And last year I had a Christmas truck theme going. So this year I found this awesome pattern that combined the two. So it was a lot of fun. This is a perfect project if you have a scan and cut. It really was a lot of fun. I did not use my scan and cut, however, because I really wanted to utilize the therapy of crafting. So I did a lot of tracing and pressing and cutting. So that was a lot of fun. That therapy was much needed, and now I'm over it, and I would use my ScanNCut next time. But you would need one of the DX to do the full truck, or you could probably actually split the truck in half right here, and then just put a seam, which is where the truck door would be anyway, where I have my seam. Again, it's just applique, so easy. The gnomes were a lot of fun. I used all of this fabric, by the way, came from Quality Sewing and Vacuum. So we have this at the Tukwila store, the Everett store, and then Silverdale, Olympia. So great, and they carry the line of grunge fabrics, which are just so much fun. I think that if I was going to make this again, and honestly, there's a lot of patterns that I buy when I make. I don't know that I would ever make them again, but this is one that I would make again. It was a lot of fun, and it's really cute. And as I'm making it, I'm thinking of different things I can do with it. Because once again, for me, I think patterns are just a suggestion and a place to start from. So I followed this one pretty much based on the instructions, but now I can see a lot of other things I could do with this. I could scale it down. I can use the gnomes for other things. I could actually make this truck smaller, and I can put fenders on it and Christmas wreaths, so many different things. I can change the colors and make this a seasonal. Keep this off and put some pumpkins on it, make the gnomes something else. So again, it's a great suggestion for a really good holiday, and honestly, you can make it almost any holiday. So this was gnomes for the holidays, and it's a bench pillow and table runner. The finished size is 16 by 38, so it's a really good size. The one thing I did notice on the instructions, it said you make your own pillow insert, so your own form, but it called for 2 small polyfill bags. It wasn't enough. I like my pillows a little fuller than this, so I think I would probably fill that out a little bit and maybe use 3. So it definitely needs a little bit more fullness into the pillow. Something else I might do probably for next time is I would outline my trees a little bit more, because these are 4 tiers, but you can't really tell that. So you could use different colors of fabric going up, like an ombre maybe, or you can actually do a little thread painting on it, outlining it and making the actual branches stand out more, because I think they don't stand out enough. So again, it was a lot of fun. So there's a lot of patterns out there for gnomes these days, and the trucks. Next, I actually want to introduce a pattern that Jenny made. Jenny is another Sew Fun consultant. I'm sure you all know her. She's been around or with us for a really long time, and unfortunately, she could not be with us today. So Jenny also picked out the gnome. So her pattern is the Noel gnomes. Really, really cute. I'm going to walk around the back here. And this is what she made. Now, this is another applique. Again, perfect for the people that own the ScanNCut. And if you don't own a ScanNCut, that's okay. Just it's a good therapy. Just tracing and cutting it, kind of, I guess, what is that saying? Everything we ever learned, everything we needed to know as an adult, we learned in kindergarten. So anyway, it's just tracing and cutting and basically pasting, right, with our applique sheets. But the artist on this particular pattern did not have any outlining at all on this. So Jenny did use a blanket stitch all the way around it in the dark color, and doesn't it make it just pop? Now I think as I was looking at this, I kind of wish I would have used the dark color and not a coordinating color, because it really does make her gnome pop. I love it. And then of course she quilted it with a cross hatching. Looks great. Yeah, so close up on our gnome. He's adorable. That is it, and thanks again so much. We so appreciate all of our customers and the wonderful year, an odd year. We've had such an odd year that we appreciate you sticking by our side and hanging out with us and making the best of this really odd year. And I hope you have a very blessed 2021. Thank you.
The Seattle store presents Story Time.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house my cats were sleeping, and so was my spouse. The handmade stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. But I was not all snug in my bed. I had visions of just a few more sewn gifts in my head. A pouch for my neighbor, a cowl for my sister, a mask for my niece, and a shirt for my mister. I sat in the dark, stitching merrily along, sipping some cocoa and humming a Christmas song. When out of my machine arose such a clatter, I took my foot off the pedal to see what was the matter. The bobbin was wound with no threads astray, the needle was new, the tension okay. There was not a stray pin to be found, but still the machine was making a sound. Oh dear, I thought as I searched desperately, I must find the problem to get these gifts under the tree. I searched and searched, finding nothing amiss. About to cry, I heard a soft tisk-tisk. And what to my wondering eyes did appear but Santa himself, and on the lawn 8 reindeer. He had a knowing twinkle in his eye. There, he said, there's no need to cry. My dear, he said, whatever is the matter? Oh, Santa, I said, I can't find the source of this clatter. The presents won't be finished, you're already here. I really need to start sooner next year. And the wise old elf patted my arm, saying there's no need for alarm. This would have happened no matter when you started. It's a result of being very big-hearted. The gifts of handmade are not just for December. You share your crafts all year, remember. Your loved ones know they are loved to heap. Now please call it good enough and go to sleep. I nodded at Santa and the wisdom he said, turned off the machine and headed to bed. But when I awoke in the morning, what did I see? All the unfinished gifts had appeared under the tree. And in a box addressed to me, inside this note did I see, my elves, your project's completed, for they did not want you to feel defeated. But I hope you recall, and I hope you know, that all year every stitch that you sew clothes and comforts your family and friends with the labor of love that it sends. Sewing is not just for Christmas, as well you know. Sharing your talents is what makes love grow. So Merry Christmas to all, and a Happy New Year of sewing and crafting and spreading good cheer. Woo!
Welcome to Olympia's Quality Sewing and our Christmas workshop. Let me introduce you to our elves here. Hi, this is Sherry.
Hi. I have this beautiful tree skirt that I made, and I used my Bernina binding thing to bind the outside, and I bought this just pre-quilted fabric.
That's beautiful. Let's see what Tina's working on today.
Hello. Haven't seen a pair of socks I don't like because they always make a good gnome. And these sat on one of our sales tables forever. And then I used my Brother Quattro to make a little decorative design going around the outside.
That is so cute. You have another one sitting there too, don't you?
I do.
Very, very cute, very cute. And this is Jessica over here. What's Jessica working on today?
I'm getting ready to hem a new holiday dress on a Bernina, the new Bernina serger.
Oh, the new air threading 850 serger. Oh, Keely, what do you got there?
I'm working on a holiday wall hanging, great for all winter. I've been doing quilt embroidery on the new luminaire with a magnet hoop.
And then what designs are these?
These are the OESD Winter Wolves.
Awesome. That is so cute. We love it when we're working on these projects. What do you got there, Connie?
Well, I've been a little AccuQuilt crazy. So I did the AccuQuilt Snowflake cutter and then did it in the hoop with their download. And because we have fabric in store, I have bought a bunch of the fabric we have in store, turned it into charm squares with the 5-inch cutter, and just made a little Christmas wall hanging for of a tree. And I did it all in green, so it could be for all winter long.
Connie whipped this out, by the way, but she had a little help from her friend there, Cheryl.
I did.
Cheryl. Yeah, the elf. Cheryl, what are you working on?
Well, I'm working on a block of the month, and it is by Shabby Fabrics. And I'm excited about this applique because I have the new Regalia long arm with the Pro Stitcher, and I can do this now.
Wow, everybody's been working so hard. Well, I've been working on my Naughty list. Speaking of naughty, Alex! I can never find that boy. What are you doing back there? You're working on what?
What?
What are you working on?
Oh, I'm servicing a Mila.
Well, that's our crew here. We're missing one person, Pam, who couldn't be here today. But other than that, you've got the whole crew. And from Olympia Quality Sewing, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays!
Hi, I'm Donna Alexander, and I'm a Sew Fun educator in the South Puget Sound area. And today I'd like to share with you some tricks and tips on sewing scarves. I've had a number of people ask me to share these ideas so that they can make some of these as maybe Christmas gifts or gift giving throughout the year. So here's my tips for good scarf making. The fabrics that you want to choose are going to be what we call silkies. Silkies meaning something that's got a really soft hand and is very drapable. And those include woven rayon, and that would be this example and this one here. There's rayon knit, so you've got a little bit of stretch in this, and polyester knit. Now, other things that can be included would be maybe double gauze if it's soft and drapable. And of course, if you wanted something really fancy, you could find a silk out there, a silk dubioni. And here are some of the examples of things that I haven't stitched up yet. This would be a rayon knit. And then just a woven rayon. And you can see that my collection goes pretty deep. Here's a polyester knit that would be great for the holidays. And my favorite thing to do is to go into the big box stores and look through their remnant bin. And typically you can find a good sized piece of fabric. Here's a yummy, lightweight plush. You can find fabrics that are typically half off the going price. And look at this gorgeous sheer. So any of these fabrics would work well because of their drapability. Now, the measurements that you're going to want to use on a lot of these fabrics, they're 58 to 60 inches wide, and that gives you a full drape infinity scarf. But some, like the one I have on, was only 42 inches wide. And that gives you more like a cowl or a drape across your chest. The best measurement width-wise is about half a yard. So if you can get half a yard from the fabric store, you're going to end up with a scarf that's about this wide. This one happens to be 30 inches wide, doubled. So you can see there's a lot more going on around your neck and across your shoulders. Let me show you step by step how to put these together. Now, if you're using rayon, they're very fluid. So don't worry if you don't get a perfect cut on this edge. There could be a little bit of wobbly edges, and you're just going to stitch those together. So this one turned out to be 15 inches wide by 58 inches long. And I'm just going to fold right sides together, do a little bit of pinning, and I'm going to stitch this to within 6 inches of either end. And that looks like this. There's the opening that you need on both ends. And because this is so lightweight and ravelly, I have done a straight 1/4 inch stitch, and then I've come back in with a little tiny zigzag. So with wear and tear over the years, it will help keep those seams. You can see how just overnight how much they're raveling. But with a little zigzag, that'll tamp that down. So at this point, you're going to take this and you're going to turn it inside out. And that solves that edge problem. You don't have to hem the edge, and you don't have to do any more than just a 1/4 inch stitch and a little zigzag, and you're almost done. Now, you're going to want to press that seam to one side, and then you're going to come in with those tails, these salvage edges, and you're going to meet these together. But before you meet them, you're going to put a twist, just one twist of the fabric, and then stitch those salvages together. And if the salvage is lightweight enough, don't even bother cutting that off. That will just add to the stability. You've stitched it together with that twist, and at this point, you're just going to choose a method to close up this opening, and it can be hand stitched, it can be machine stitched, and you can use an adhesive of your choice to seal that opening up. And there you have that cowl and all the others that are done the same way. Now, if you don't have enough fabric, but you just love the piece that you have left over, here's a shorter cowl that's just lined in a black challis rayon. And this one is even more cowl-like, shorter and more around my face. Now the one I have on is using a batik rayon that I picked up at Expo, and it's only 45 inches wide. So that's what this size creates. This is about 5/8 of an inch, or 5/8 of a yard. You would do your stitching, turn it inside out, and this becomes this. So those are my ideas for how to make a quick scarf, and I hope you are able to use some of these for yourself and for gift giving. Stay safe and have a nice holiday.
Christmas is a time of giving, and we'd like to give you a huge thank you for being our cherished customer. Have a happy, happy holiday season, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
Happy holidays from the full staff.
Larry?
Gail.
Phyllis. Michelle.
Georgette. Marissa.
Sharon.
Mike.
Hi everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're Silverdale's quality sewing and vacuum location. I just wanted to say my name is Sandy, and I want to thank every single one of you for your continued support and your continued coming into the store. It really does make a difference when we get to see your faces. It makes us happy. It makes our job that much easier. Again, I would just like to say thank you, but I can't do this by myself. Of course, I have to have the team behind me. So having said that, I would like to introduce the wonderful staff at our store. Team, it's time for roll call.
Nancy.
Virginia.
Faye.
Gracie.
Adam.
Dee.
Dave.
Okay, everybody, quit hiding. Come on out.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from the Silverdale team.
Hello, my name is Linda James, and I'm the newest member of the So Fun team. I have the pleasure of introducing the 2021 By the Yard calendar by Jen Lopez. Jen describes herself as a quilter nerd. In the calendar, month by month, you will identify with your own life, I'm sure, as she humorously indicates things that take place in our sewing lives. I want to give you a little teaser by showing you one of the months that I like the best. For June, her cartoon says, "I'm not a hoarder. I just shop faster than I sew." And of course, she's in front of a sale rack. At the bottom of each month, there is a quote by a famous person. This particular one is by Irma Bombeck. The odds of going into the store for a loaf of bread and returning with just one loaf of bread are 3 billion to 1. And isn't that true of all of us? The calendar is in all of our quality sewing and vacuum stores and retails for $14.95. You can come into the store for purchases. We have online. You can call us and make your order and pick up curbside if you would like. So anyway, I want to wish everyone a very happy holiday and a great new year. Thank you.
This is Quality Sewing in Tacoma, and we just want to give our heartfelt thanks to all of you for your support this year. We do want to wish you all a very wonderful holiday season. We really miss all of you at our sew funds and in our store having classes. We have some new faces here. We are all here ready and willing to help you with your holiday shopping. Let me introduce everybody quickly. We have Jasmine that has come to us this last couple of weeks, and it's about a month now. And she's picking up and learning really well, very enthusiastic about embroidery, so you can ask her embroidery questions. We have Barb, who's been our friend in the sewing community for many years, and she joined us about a year ago, and it just adds so much fun and delight to the store. We have Sue. Some of you may remember her from Federal Way in Puyallup. She has come back to help us here in Tacoma. On the end down there, we have Sohill. He takes care of all our vacuum needs and cleans up all our machines. When you bring your vacuum in for service, he does a wonderful job. Kathy, you all know Kathy from Tacoma. I think she was born in the back room. Next to Kathy, we have Ryan. Ryan is our latest import from California. So he's come to the light side now. He's picking up on things really well and looks forward to meeting your needs. Then we have Debbie, who joined us from the Federal Way store. She's been in the business about 4 years and loves embroidery and loves working with you customers on all of your needs. And Stephen also joined us from Federal Way. He is our vac lead extraordinaire, knows how to research your vacuum, get you what you need, answer your questions about using your vacuum, because yeah, sometimes they can be complicated. So we just all want to wish you a very happy holiday. And thank you from Tacoma, and we'll see you in 2021.
Hi, I'm Ruth with Quality Sewing and Vacuum Tukwila, the Creative Center, and I am the manager here, wanting to wish you guys a happy holiday. I wanted to show my favorite notion today, which is the Kai Seam Ripper. It is an amazing seam ripper, doesn't get dull, so please come check out the new Kai Seam Ripper. I'd also like to introduce my staff, Aaron, who just had his 2nd year anniversary.
Hi, I'm Aaron. Happy holidays.
And then our other vac tech is Woody. He just recently joined our team.
Hello, happy holidays. I'm Woody.
And then I have Olympia, who's going to come and show her favorite notion.
Hi, my name is Olympia. I am smiling behind the mask because I love the Kai scissors. These are the little snippers that you can use when you need to cut underneath on your bobbin thread or just anything, and it works beautifully.
And then I have Lori, who actually just had her second anniversary.
Hi, I'm Lori. Happy holidays, everybody. My favorite notion are the Jumbo Clover Wonder Clips. These are the best thing to use when you're serging heavy-duty fabrics so that you don't run over your pins and mess up your machine.
And I have Monica.
I'm Monica, and I'm from Tukwila. And my really favorite notions are these ergonomically user-friendly Quilter Select rotary cutters. They come in 45 or 60, and you can use them with your right or left hand.
And one of our newest members of our team is Bridget.
Hello everyone, my favorite notion is the Zircle, and it's a magnet and it's really cool. I actually got to use it the other day when I was working on my granddaughter's blanket. I dropped the stick pins and I put it down and it picked them all up, and whatever it picks up it makes it go in a shape of a starburst. Really cool, $19.99, the Zircle magnet.
Last but not least is Ed.
My favorite notion is the Seam Fix Seam Ripper because thank goodness I can unsew whatever I've sewn.
So thank you for the year, and I hope everybody has a happy holiday.
This is Gail Mikashonis. I'm with the Sew Fun program here at Quality Sewing. And I've been doing this for several years. It's sorry that we can't be together today, so we're here in the studio and I'm here to share some projects that we've been working on. So this one is from Kimberbell. Kimberbell has projects that they are available in both embroidery version and sewing version. So if you don't happen to have an embroidery machine, you can still get in on the fun. The one I have today is actually the sewing version, and this is for chenille hot pads. So these in this collection have 6 different designs, so 6 different patterns, and they are in 4 different sizes. So they range from about 3.5 all the way up to about 9. So there's a couple of these in between. Now the unique thing about this particular collection is that they have chenille. And if you've never done chenille, it gives you a fuzzy result by fraying your threads. So she's going to zoom in here. We've got some chenille here on the hoe and over here on the snowman and on the brim of his hat. Now when you get to the smallest size, they recommend that you don't do any chenille, but the designs all work the same. So in here we have all of the multiple patterns for all the different sizes drawn out. Because this is the sewing version, you're going to probably trace them out onto your fusible web with your pencil, and then you're going to iron those onto the back of your fabric, and you're going to cut them out and iron them down. Instructions on how to do all of this is inside, but I did want to share a little bit about the chenille itself. If you have a scan and cut, then you can cut your pieces out using your scan and cut, and then you don't have to use the scissors. So there's the little nose right there for my snowman. Okay, chenille is done by, the base fabric is ironed on to your hot pad, your cozy, or this is even like a little coffee cup coaster. The base layer is ironed on and is sewn around to make sure it's very secure. Then you take 3 more layers of fabric that do not have any adhesive on the back, and you stack them up and you lay them over the top. You're going to sew channels in those 3 layers, which I have right here, all sewn in the little brim of his hat, and you are going to cut the channels. So the base is going to stay secure, and all I have to do is cut right up those channels with my scissors. There's actually tools for this. Olfa makes a chenille cutter. Many other brands make a chenille cutter. So once I have cut these channels, then these fabrics are going to fray and make chenille. And this makes it very, very fuzzy, very tactile, and very three-dimensional. So add a little tassel and, you know, the little strings on your hat, and you've got a very cute hot pad. Now, I don't know that I'd ever use this in the kitchen, but you can put batting in them. You can put Insulbright. That's going to keep your hands protected, or your table if you use it as a coaster. But they're just fun decoration for Christmas. So I hope you enjoy Kimberbell's That's So Chenille. I did also want to mention that some of these designs lend themselves to maybe not even the holidays. This would be a little birthday gift rather than a Christmas gift. And you can use these in other things besides pads. You could take the designs that are in here, draw them out and put them on maybe a shirt or a wall hanging. So you have a lot of versatility. All right. Well, have a happy holidays, and we hope to see you soon.